Hello world, hello world. Yes, join me as I dive into the controversy and try to figure out if Diddy really should face jail time. Yes, this controversial trial again focuses on the legal issue of whether or not sex trafficking occurred or he violated some sort of RICO. Again, the testimony so far of his former assistants appears to have only been suggesting that they were kidnapped or either treated badly. The most recent former assistance is now alleging some sort of sexual assault took place. However, despite all these testimonies, at the end of the day, it appears that they at some time were in some sort of consensual relationship with Diddy and did not come forward again based on their testimony of some sort of being in fear of their safety, although they alleged some sort of retaliation also would have prevented them from employment in the music industry. The most emotional testimony thus far by Capital Clark, she testified on the alleged Cassie abuse, and in addition to admitting that she was also supposedly kidnapped. And going back to several years from when this took place, it appears that this occurred some time ago, back in 2000, I believe, six, sometime back then, that when she worked for Diddy or began working for Diddy, that some diamonds went missing, and supposedly some cronies. She's not stating Diddy himself did this, but some of his cronies took us to some abandoned building and held her, gave her a lie detective test and held her for 5 days at the location, and stated to her that if she was lying, they would throw her over into the East River. However, fast forward, despite that happening, she remained employed by him for 12 years. And at the end of employment, she eventually sued Diddy and won some sort of settlement. However, fast forward to her emotional testimony on the stand before this most recent former assistant named Mia testified. Now, under the law, we know that, again, one of the main legal issues that Diddy is facing is the RICO Act. And as we know, this is a law, a federal law, whereas any violation of any state statutes, such as, let's see, kidnapping, or dealing in obscene matter, or dealing in a controlled substance or legal, what it illicit chemical controlled substance act, a person can be found guilty of. Thus far, it appears that Cassie's statement involving drugs just entailed her and Diddy getting high at some point. Now, at this time, no one, thus fast forward, has admitted to being forced to have taken any drug, or no testimony thus far have been mentioned about any drugs being flown in that I've heard of. Anyhow, another part of the RICO Act that, again, it's one of the legal questions that has to be proven, is the fact that besides drug trafficking, that some sort of elaborate, we'll say elaborate drug network was used. So far, again, in this testimony, no criminal enterprise statute appears has been violated. However, we remain to listen to further testimony. Just take a listen.
Your career is over.
Knight has come up during trial at least 50 times. Another former assistant, David James, testified he once spotted Knight at Mel's Diner in Los Angeles and was then forced to accompany Combs, who he said was armed, to confront him.
If there's anything that suggesting that I was doing anything illegal, I'm going to say definitely not.
Knight, who spoke to us from a California prison where he's serving time for a fatal hit and run, expressed some sympathy for Combs.
I don't feel that they should take puppy and lock him up and throw away the key. I think he can do so much good right now. Him telling the truth about the industry.
Well, world, there you have it. According to Suge Knight, He says, according to news articles, when it's all said and done, how could everyone who's involved with Puffy not be on the stand? At some point, the law got to be blind. Well, let me know, public, what you think. Do you agree? Not agree? However, despite public opinions, according to the defense, who acknowledges that Combs was violent with romantic partners, again, it has to be proven, again, whether the sex trafficking or RICO was in violation of. Again, let me know your comments. Check out other videos related to this issue and subscribe. Bye, world.